Periodically we do a co-feature with Currents Magazine, and right now we are pleased to have with us Deva Freund of Jelbel Designs to hear more about her business, which is also featured in the March issue of Currents Magazine. So thanks for joining us, Devin.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, your clothes are amazing. They are
Thank you.
very, very unique. So I'd love to hear a little bit about you, how
Okay.
you got started, and then you can kind of flow into your business and tell you how you started this whole business.
Okay, well, my company is called Jelbel Designs.
And that's J-E-L.
Jelbel.com. And the name comes from my two daughters, my daughter Giselle and Isabella.
Okay.
And that's where I came up with the name Jelbel.
And what type of clothing is it? I mean, it's again, it looks handmade and maybe some recycled fabrics, or
Yes, I have two clothing lines
Okay.
with Jelbel, and this is my new line, and it's all upcycled clothing. So what that means is I take unwanted clothes and I try to use every piece of that clothing to create something one of a kind and new. So for instance, these three dresses were made from a woman's shirt and a skirt that I found. So this is like the waistband to this skirt.
Cool.
And I piece it all together, and
Well, you can tell those two go together.
yeah, like this is the waist from this shirt.
Very
And it makes 3 outfits for a toddler. So each piece, like I said, is one of a kind and it's different, and I do ladies' clothes as well. Like this piece, these sleeves from this sweater inspired me to make the skirt, and I found pieces of cashmere from the thrift shop, and I add that on and just kind of create different embellishments. So it's very
women's and children's clothing?
women's and children's clothing, and it's very green.
Where do you get most of the clothing from, the recycled clothing? The thrift
Most
shop,
of it,
or-
yeah, I go to the thrift shop, and I love finding, I call it the treasure shop with my girls, and we love finding.
Is
you
it
know,
one man's trash is another man's
It
treasure,
is,
right?
it is, and I say don't be afraid to go to thrift shops, because you can find really neat things, and I just look for something that would inspire me, whether it's like a ruffle from one shirt or a print from another, and then I go home and I cut and create.
And what's your background? Do you have a design background, or?
I don't, no, I'm self-taught. After my daughter was born, my first daughter 6 years ago, I decided to stay at home, and I've always been creative, and I find it therapeutic to be doing something creative. I had cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and my mom, she just passed away from cancer.
Sorry to hear
Thank
that.
you. So really this is helpful for me to sew. And I love doing craft shows, and I meet different people and other moms, and just gives me a little bit of spending money. You know.
Do you do any teaching? Do you offer classes for people who might be interested in learning how
Yeah,
to
this
do
summer
some of
I offered sewing classes for girls age 8 and up. So we did workshops throughout the whole summer, and it was a lot of fun.
Are these in Huntersville now that you do
In
the workshops?
Huntersville,
Okay.
yeah. Right, I have a home studio in my home, and they would come and they would learn to sew, basically, even hand sewing and everything from threading the machine. And then at the end of the week, we would have a fashion show, and the parents would come,
Oh,
and
that's
the
great.
girls were really proud of what they created, and you know, it was fun to see them being confident in what they've
Right. Plus, they walk away with
accomplished.
something.
They
that
walk away with like their own clothes, and their own purses, and you know, nice stories.
Do you have a little bit of a showroom space in your studio if people are interested in, because I know you have the website and there's some really cute things on there, like I love little jeans with the ruffles on the bottom.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
But can people also come someplace to see
Yeah,
what you
if
have?
you go to my website, jelbel.com, there's a link there on the homepage that will bring you to Art Fire, and that's where you'll see the upcycled clothing for women and kids. But you can also come to my home and view the clothes. and I do home parties, and I think that would be a great opportunity for other moms because they'll make a percentage of the sales that day, so it's good for them and it's good for me, and it's a night to get out.
Absolutely.
And I also have my clothing at Haute Couture in Cornelius.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's where I've seen similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
great, and she
Yes.
carries my items, and also Miss Monkey's boutique in Black Lion, the upcycled clothing. But I'm really open. My phone number's on there. You can call me,
And people can order online if they see
you
something.
can order
Okay.
online too.
I have seen that because Misty, who owns Haute Couture, sends us updated emails because they have information on our website, and I've seen Jelbel listed, but I didn't make the connection until you
Yeah,
just mentioned
that's
it just
me.
now.
Very good. And you mentioned monkeys as well, or
Miss Monkeys.
Miss Monkeys. What is that?
And it's in Black Lion. It's
Oh,
one
okay.
of the booths there.
Okay, okay.
And she also sells my upcycled line.
Great. Well, show us just a couple more of your things before we finish up here. I'd love
Yeah.
to see what you've brought. This is
Okay,
all
well,
very
this-
interesting.
This piece, I tried to show you how I can create different looks from one sweater. So this sweater I turned into a woman's vest, and it ties in the back. And then the sleeves from the sweater, I was able to make a toddler skirt.
Oh, cute.
And then I still had parts of the sweater left over, so I could create another skirt for a little
Very,
girl.
very cute.
Yeah.
And these were just scraps that, like this was the inside of the sweater. You can rip apart and use every piece of fabric. And then this was an embellishment that was on another outdated sweater, so I just added it and created a purse. And
Cool.
this is like the waistband of a dress. So yeah, it's fun to do.
Well, I have some pieces I can give you that my husband stuck in the dryer by
Yeah.
accident. So there's
Yeah.
like some
you
fabric
do
left over.
Beautiful cashmere sweaters with
Yeah.
holes in it,
Or
and
pilled,
people just
I have one of those.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like we can be a bit of a wasteful society, so
Right.
this way, you can make something from other people's, like you say, trash.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. And again, you can
Thank
go
you.
to Jelbel Design.
It's www.jelbel.com.
Jelbel.com. And then
Yes.
also check out the March issue of Lake Norman Currents magazine for the full story on Devon.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Donna.
having me.
We appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks.